So let's crack on. I think Natalia has another story for us. So let's have a look at today's story. I believe it's about a kite. Do you like to fly a kite?
Yeah, I like.
Me too. I haven't done it for years. I think I was very little when I last did this. So let's have a look at the pictures. Let's start with picture number 1. What can you see and what is happening?
I can see a girl and her dad.
Cool. And what are they doing?
They're flying a kite.
Wow, cool. What's the weather like?
It's windy.
It's very windy. We could also say it's blowing a gale, which means it's very, very strong winds and usually a little bit of rain as well. Blowing a gale. Oh, it's an expression in English. Okay, so there is a girl, Julia, and her dad, and they are maybe in a park, and they are trying to fly their kite, and it's blowing a gale, isn't it? It's blowing a gale. Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Now let's have a look at the second picture. What's happening now?
They lost their kite.
Mm-hmm.
And Julia is upset. But Dad
Is
trying to catch.
Mm-hmm. Good. So we could say the wind was so strong that the kite flew away. So we have fly, flew. Fly away, flew away in the past. It's a nice irregular verb. Oh, goodness. So Dad is trying to catch the flight, but can he catch the kite? Can he do it?
No, he couldn't catch a kite. He didn't catch a kite, but I think he told Julia that they can buy a new.
Yeah, I reckon that's what he's saying, because Julia does not look happy, does she? She looks really upset. She looks disappointed. She's sad. We could say she's sad, disappointed. We could say she's upset, and we could also say she's blue. Wow, it's quite common to say she's blue. That's like sad, like. Okay, so in picture 3, it looks like they're walking home and Dad is trying to comfort her, maybe cheer her up and say, don't worry about it, it's fine. But Julia's blue. She's very blue. Well, let's have a look at the fourth and final picture. What happens in the last picture?
They return at home. They come at home. They came at home.
No, just they came home.
Came home.
Returned home. Good.
Came home, and Julia found her kite in the tree. Yes, she noticed a kite in the tree.
Her kite?
It was stuck in the tree. Like, oh, yeah. Fantastic, brilliant. So, challenge for you, Uliana. Let's try and tell the story from the beginning to the end in the past tense. So, for example, once upon a time, Julia was in the park with her dad and they were flying a kite. It was blowing a gale. Yeah? Okay, when you're ready, you can start with Once Upon a Time.
Once upon a time, Julia and her dad were at park.
Where?
In the park. The weather was blowing a gale. Blowing a gale.
It was
Blowing a gale.
Very good. Very good. And what were they doing?
But their kite flew away. Julia's dad tried to catch Julia's kite, but he didn't catch it. He didn't manage to catch. Dad told to Julia.
Told
Julia. Then they can buy a new kite. But Julia was upset. Was very blue. They came home and Julia noticed a kite in the tree. She was surprised and delighted and happy.
Fantastic. Brilliant. Wonderful storytelling. Fantastic.
Do you have a memory like a sieve?
No, I don't have a memory like a sieve.
Amazing. So let's get started. And what are we going to do?
To
rephrase sentences, okay? Ready, steady, go. And so correct your brains. I can't wait for spring holidays. And I'll give you the clue. I'm looking
forward to spring holidays.
The next one, my test was extremely easy.
My test was a piece of cake.
Yeah, my test was extremely easy. Say it again. My
test was a piece of cake.
Was a piece of cake. Amazing. The next one. He loves eating sweets and sugary foods.
He has a sweet tooth.
My mom resembles her dad.
My mom took after her dad.
Took after or what?
Takes after.
Yeah, my mom. Could you say it again?
My mom takes after her dad.
So the next sentence, honestly, chess isn't my thing.
Honestly, chess isn't my cup.
Isn't my cup of tea. Let's check this one. You can see. You can rephrase this one here. To be honest, chess isn't my cup of tea. Chess isn't my cup of tea. To be honest with you, or honestly, the next card. I read a very interesting book the other day.
I read a fascinating book the other day.
Next one. Suddenly, I saw a badger in front of me.
All of a sudden, I saw a badger in front of me.
I've decided to sell my 2-room flat.
I've made a decision to sell my 2-room flat.
Could you say it again? I
made a decision a decision to sell my two-room flat.
I'd rather stay at home than go out. I'd rather stay at home than go out.
I'd prefer stay at home, stay in, rather than go out.
I'd prefer to stay in. Okay, Maisie, you're a genius. Next one, I'm an early riser.
I wake up early.
What else can you say? I'm an early riser. If you're an early riser, you are an early
Bird.
Yes, I'm an early bird, or I'm a morning person, yeah?